Amazon Prime set the bar high when they released the Fallout TV show earlier this year. In my opinion, it is the best video game adaptation we have ever seen. After watching this, I was super excited to see how the Borderlands movie would shape up. The short answer? It was absolutely terrible. I genuinely don't understand how you mess up a show or movie when the script is damn near written for you from the video game. Not to mention the cast choices just had my mind boggled from start to finish. I've never ranked a movie as a 0 before, but Borderlands may well be the first. Oh, let's talk Borderlands.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I went and watched Borderlands this week, me and my girlfriend, and when I first watched it, right, because we'd already known it was bad. Like, at launch, it had like a 0%. It got bumped up. Like, I think right now it's sitting pretty at 10% in Rotten Tomatoes.
It's pretty.
Yeah. And I told Des, I said, we got to go watch it. I have to go watch it, you know? And it is bad, okay? But surface level, if you don't know anything about it and you just go to watch the movie and you don't think about anything, right? You just go and you watch this movie, it's all right. I remember thinking, I'd give it a 5. But then once you start looking into it, nothing about that movie makes sense, right? So the whole premise is you're on the planet of Pandora and this ancient alien species left vaults of old technology and stuff.
Is this a spoiler review of the movie
Borderlands? Yeah. This will be a spoiler review of the movie Borderlands. You've been warned. But honestly, watch this instead of watching the movie.
Yeah.
No, it came out last week.
Well, yeah, by the time it comes out.
Oh, yeah. It came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, we don't know what's in these vaults, but we got to find them. It's ancient technology. It's going to be great. First of all, the problem is all the characters are miscast terribly.
Yeah.
You've got Kate Blanchett as the main person. She's like 50 in real life.
The guy that Kevin Hart's playing is like a big muscled up guy in the
big
games.
buff, muscled up.
You know what I mean?
He said muff.
Big muscled up.
Serious guy, and you got Kevin Hart's a great actor.
And he's not even funny in this, is he?
No,
he's
not
playing,
supposed to be. He's supposed to be a serious guy. Don't pick him. Do like Terry Crews. Do Anthony Mackie. Do someone.
Somebody,
yeah, Michael B. Jordan even.
Funny.
So both of those are terrible castings. You had Jamie Lee Curtis, terrible cast. I don't even know her character that much. She was kind of a waste.
Wasn't she supposed to be Kate Blanchett's like mom in that?
She's like the friend of the mom.
Oh, okay. But she's supposed to be like the same age as Kate Blanchett's mom?
Yeah, but they look Kate Blanchett at times looks older than Jamie Lee Curtis. You know what I mean?
Why did they? Yeah, Kate Blanchett's like a super renowned, well-to-do actress. Why is she in this Borderlands movie?
Yeah, I will say I think Ariana Greenblatt and as Tiny Tina, and then Claptrap is Jack Black. I think those were fine. Those were good. I mean, you need a little girl. Ariana Greenblatt's fine, and you've got Jack Black as Claptrap. My only favorite part of that movie, because Claptrap is he's been against his own wishes. He's been brought back to life to take care of Kate Blanchett, and they find out later it was the mom that gave him that directive, and they somehow find each other on this whole planet, you know. But the whole planet. I mean, the whole movie, it's so funny because he's wishing for her downfall. So every time he thinks she's dead, she'll come back, and he's dancing and stuff. And he's like, oh, I definitely wasn't dancing thinking that my lifelong servitude had ended early because of your death. He's like...
It's kind of the vibe, like, you remember the star from the Super Mario Bros. Movie?
Yes.
It's like a super happy, cute little star, but it's like, existence is death.
Yeah, it's like, I like everyone to die, please, and leave me alone.
There's no escape. The only hope is the sweet relief of death.
So I did like Claptrap a lot. Everyone else didn't make sense. So you need a daughter of Iridia, the ancient species, to open the vault. So Tiny Tina is a clone from the blood of that ancient species. So they think 2 keys and her will open the vault. Turns out it's not her at all. It's Kate Blanchett that is a daughter of Iridia. Now, Hopper, ask me.
Lilith.
Yeah, ask me this. Ask me, okay, so how is she a daughter of Iridia?
Okay, so how is she a daughter of Iridia?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I went to the bathroom, okay? While they were doing...
Whose fault is that, then?
No. Let me finish. While they were doing this exposition, I come back, and she's got, like, superpowers. She can teleport at will, and she's got, like, these fiery wings. And I asked my girlfriend, I said, oh, they explained it then, right? Why is she a daughter of Iridia? And Des goes, no. She had a flashback. She realized she was the chosen one.
It just happened.
And then that was it. I said, oh, they don't explain it all. She goes, no, literally, you missed nothing.
She took the red pill, essentially.
Yeah, and I was like, so what? So then Tiny Tina isn't the storied person. But also at the beginning, there's no character development for anyone.
Yeah.
We don't know why Kevin Hart's character decided to save Tina to begin. The only explanation we get is at one point he goes, I have a conscience. You know, because everyone wants to turn Tiny Tina back to her dad. You know, that's why he's hiring everyone.
Yeah.
He goes, I have a conscience. I'm not going to do that. That man is evil. Why? Why are you doing this? You worked for him until you saved Tina.
Yeah.
We know nothing about your character. You disappear for the whole third act. It doesn't make any sense.
I think the guy who wrote this movie like took his name off it or used a pseudonym.
He used the pseudonym. Yeah. He was like, I'm not. Don't put that shit on me. I am not having my career ruined by this.
I love because you don't really see that anymore. That used to be a big common thing. Like you would see people being like, "Yeah, don't put my name on this, please. Let's not do this." But then it was like,
yeah. Da says already sounds like a mix-up Fallout and Borderlands. LOL. Yes, I think they were like, "Oh, Fallout did great. We can do the same thing."
Well, no, I think it was. I may be wrong about this, but I think it was. I think they were gonna make a movie like years ago.
Yeah.
But then it just didn't. For some reason,
it never took
happen.
off. Yeah.
And then eventually they got around to where like, oh, video game movies are kind of picking up again. Let's do Borderlands.
It was like it was so bad too. It was not good. And they have like the character of like, you know, Borderlands do have that psycho guy on the front of every game and stuff. They have someone there. He does nothing. He's just a bumbling idiot that has somehow imprinted himself on Tina to where they're like brother and sister kind of thing. So he just exists to protect Tina.
Yeah.
Don't understand it. Cate Blanchett, her whole character makes no sense. She's got no growth. She's a bounty hunter that ends up coming into this family with everyone. Tiny Tina at one point thinks that she's betrayed her, so she throws a grenade at her. And that's when Kate realizes that she's the chosen one, so she comes back and saves them.
Yeah.
No explanation there of what's going on. The action's kind of fun. There's a scene where they're driving through, like, what is essentially alien piss geysers, you know?
Yeah.
And Tiny Tina rolls the window down. And it's so funny because Kevin Hart's character goes, roll that window up. She goes, no. And she's like, why? And he was like, just roll it up. He won't tell her why. He's just like, roll it up. And she literally goes, I don't want to. I want it down. And it's funny because she's just being a brat. You know what I mean? I want it to be rolled down. And then piss just gets into the car, and everyone's covered in piss.
Put the window up.
I don't want to.
It's pink.
It's in my mouth.
That sounds like an Eli Roth thing for sure.
Yeah, and it's just, it makes no sense, Hopper. This movie makes no sense.
I think everyone said this already, but this is sort of like, what studio did this? Who did this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why?
Like Sony or somebody?
Yeah, someone.
Feels like a Sony
Someone
thing.
dumb.
Eli Roth is sort of like the James Gunn type.
Yeah.
Like he had all these kind of like horror stuff before he got like broke into like mainstream, like, you know, cinematic stuff or whatever. Or Hollywood stuff, I should say. Because James Gunn got his break at Marvel doing Guardians. I mean, he'd been doing like really good horror movies and superhero typey stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But then like he gets Guardians and it's, oh yeah, this is amazing. Like, let's take a chance on this guy who did this kind of low budget schlock stuff. And now they got Eli Roth, who did the same stuff. He did like the cannibal movie, and he recently did Thanksgiving. You remember, or Thanksgiving, the horror movie?
Oh yeah, that's not a good movie though, is it?
I thought it was.
This is like a slasher movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's comfortable doing.
I don't know. I find slasher movies to be very lazy movies.
Yeah, they are. I think that's why they were so popular, because like, oh, there's a new slasher in theaters.
Yeah, I've never understood the appeal of a slasher movie. Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
I think a lot of back in the day it was sort of like exploitation. Like you were like, there's gonna be boobs in this movie. Or
got you. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, there's gonna be some stupid special effects you can laugh at or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
It's for teenagers.
So that's where he got his big break from slasher movies.
Yeah, or just like, you know, like kind of gory, just gross movies. I'm trying to think. There was a movie like where it's like the Green Inferno. I think it's like this. You know, anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. He's in Tarantino's movies too. He's in Glorious Bastards. He's like the bear Jew in that. If you remember.
Oh, really?
So he's the director of this, and he's kind of, you know, he's okay. He's not bad. He did that Jack Black thing recently called The House with the Clock on Its Walls or whatever.
Oh, The House with the Clock on Its Walls. Yeah. No, I never watched it.
I heard it was kind of bad.
Yeah, I was about to say it kind of looked dumb.
Anyway, but he did that. So then I think they were like, well, let's do a video game kind of thing. Its vibe is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near.
It's like if you compare the two, it's an insult to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You know what I mean?
Is it so bad that it's good? Is it funny like to watch? No.
The only funny parts are Claptrap's scenes and then like just Tina going, I don't want to, and then they get pee all over them.
But it's not like The Room or something where it's like so funny that it's because it's bad.
No.
So it's just a middling
it's just
kind of
bad.
So there's just no reason to watch.
There is no reason to watch this movie. 100%.
If you're a Borderlands fan, do you think you'll get a lot out of it?
No, you would get even less out of it. It is
would just
that
make you
bad.
mad?
Yeah, don't go. Honestly, it's like this smells so bad. Please smell it. This was so bad. Please go watch it so you can share in my disgust of this film.
Oh, okay.
Because it's awful.
There's no positives. You just need to like suffer with somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I need someone to suffer with me.
I get that. You know, sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
I'll be like, look at this thing I saw that was horrible. Like I'll send you Instagram reels and be like, if I had to see it, you have to see it too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. They finally get in the vault, and the vault's just all these floating cubes, and then there's a tentacle monster that ends up taking Atlas, the bad guy, and eating them, and then they leave the vault.
It's epic. And that was supposed to be like, the vault was supposed to be like the big MacGuffin thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to help you rule the world.
And it's like you need to find the keys to the vault. There's 2 keys. People have been searching for like 100 years for these keys.
Yeah.
When she meets up with Tina and Kevin Hart, Roland is his actual name. They go, oh, we already have one key. How'd you get it? Where'd you find it? People have been searching forever, and you just happen to have one key. And then they get to Jamie Lee Curtis, and she goes, oh, I know exactly where the other key is. Let's go. So they go and get the other key within 10 minutes.
Yeah. That sounds, and not to be like rude or mean or anything, that sounds like a video game plot. Like, it sounds
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you got to go here and get this thing.
Well,
You got
yeah,
to shoot your
because
way through here and get this thing.
Yeah, because a video game plot makes sense for it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense when it's a movie.
Yeah, you need to adapt essentially more than.
Yeah. Final thoughts. Bad movie. Go watch it, please, just so you can be like, hey, I watched this movie. It sucked.
I did not watch this movie.
Actually,
God.
don't. I don't. Just pirate the movie. Don't give them
Why
any
not
money.
pirate? Don't be able to pirate a thing.
It's terrible. You should not give them your money. Telling you that right now. That's my review of Borderlands. Terrible movie. Terrible sandwich, by the way.
Give it a 10 out of 10, or
I give it a 0. I'm not even
it
kidding. It's like
seriously
a
0?
1 or a 2 out of 10.
dang. I bet you it'll come on Netflix and it'll be like the number 7th most watched movie of all time.
Netflix is a bunch of liars when it comes to top 10 trending.
No, I think because people are like, I've heard this was so bad. What's so bad about it?
Oh, and then everyone's gonna watch
It's just
it.
free to watch, essentially. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
really free, but you pay for Netflix, so it's like, oh, it's on Netflix.
girl math free.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's what happened with like Morbius and Madam Web and all that shit.
Yeah.
Just like it's gonna. Craven's probably gonna be the same way.
yeah. No, Craven's gonna be good.